At the highest level, the sport comes down to the final fraction of a second, where years of training meet one moment of kinetic energy. For decades, that energy was managed within a strict 32-team framework. It was a format that prioritized exclusivity, where only a small percentage of nations survived the qualification rounds. Historically, this model relied on a single host nation. One country provided the stadiums, managed the transit, and acted as the cultural epicenter for a month-long tournament. The 2026 World Cup departs from this model entirely. While the prize remains the same, the framework is expanding to 48 teams and 104 matches, spread across 3 different host nations. This raises a question of logistics. Why alter a formula that already works? And how is it possible to physically manage an event of this volume? The 2026 tournament is an experiment in scale, testing whether a global event can be successfully decentralized across an entire continent. The logistical chain reaction begins with the addition of exactly 16 teams. Adding these nations forces a complete redesign of the tournament's geometry, creating new groups and a significantly wider elimination bracket. This chart contrasts the traditional 64-game schedule with the new 104-match requirement. The jump in volume changes every variable of the tournament's operation. 40 extra games means 40 more sets of broadcast windows, 40 more high-security events, and double the wear and tear on playing surfaces. Hosting 104 matches requires an inventory of FIFA-grade stadiums that few single nations have ready for immediate use. Managing a schedule of this size places a high demand on existing infrastructure, leading organizers to look toward a multi-host model to distribute the load. To meet the demand, the World Cup will be staged across the North American continent, utilizing the combined resources of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Mexico provides deep tournament experience in massive venues like the Estadio Azteca, which can accommodate the high-volume crowds of a 48-team field. Canada anchors the northern zones, with venues in major urban centers that provide the necessary transit and hotel density for thousands of international visitors. The United States provides the majority of the stadiums, offering a deep bench of high-capacity arenas with modern facilities already in place. The primary challenge now shifts to movement. Transporting teams and fans between cities requires a synchronized air and ground network that spans thousands of miles. The tournament has evolved from a local competition into a continental operation, where success depends on the coordination of 3 different national infrastructures. Beyond the logistics, we have to look at how this shift in scale impacts the actual competition on the field. For decades, the 32-team format largely favored established football powers, making it difficult for emerging programs to break through the qualification barrier. The 16 new slots are distributed towards specific regions, primarily Africa, Asia, and Oceania, that have historically been underrepresented in the final tournament. By widening the field, the 104-match schedule increases the frequency of games between heavyweights and first-time qualifiers, creating more opportunities for unexpected results. This expansion taps into the national pride of smaller fan bases, now guaranteed a seat at the table for the first time in their history. We are moving from a predictable 32-team bracket toward a format where a wider range of competitive outcomes becomes possible. This level of continental coordination is the overhead required to ensure the World Cup represents more of the globe than it ever has before.